everyone, so today is part 3 of the 2-sentence horror stories, and I don't know if this is going to be the last part. I might do one more, but I still hope you're enjoying this, and let's get right into this. I will wait patiently until I'm found, and exact my revenge, flesh by the pound. Roses are red, violets are blue, you'd better run, I'm coming for you. You see I stand on my box, and I know how your window unlocks. Finally, to his car he drove away from there as fast as he could. When he felt safe enough to breathe, a voice from the back seat said, "Leaving so soon?" Muscles now relaxed and still in her bed, young Timmy and Zach leaving all left unsaid. A smile Zach cracked, and "No," Timmy pleaded. "No need to cut further, Mom's already dead." Wrapped in sheets and cuddled in bed, you'll foolishly expose your sweet, precious head. You taught me how to be a man, but today I feel so alone. Happy Father's Day, Dad, as I kiss your gravestone. I once had a girlfriend named Jill. I buried her under that hill. But sometimes at home, when I'm all alone, I find that she sleeps with me still. I held my son's hand tightly as the car whizzed past the sidewalk. With any luck, they won't find the rest of him, I muttered to myself. I was starving and lost in the woods until I found a hiker. I'm full now. I just wish she hadn't screamed so loud. "Daddy, I can't sleep," she said, and crawled under the sheets with me. In the morning I woke up, freezing cold and clutching the dress she was buried in. I arrived at the funeral a few minutes late. Nobody acknowledged me, and I figured out why when I looked into the casket and saw myself. I had 3 seconds of sight left. I was fascinated by how much my brains resembled oatmeal, splattered on the concrete. Being one of the first people on the moon has its perks. Being the only one to be forgotten doesn't. "Please stop," I whimpered as he fastened my other arm to the table. "If you let me go, I won't tell anyone." He looked up at me with a wicked smile. "How do you think I got you? They gave you to me." There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone. As I walked up the driveway with my new friend, I introduced him to my dad. "What friend?" he asked with bewilderment in his eyes. I sat up from this horrible nightmare that a gruesome-faced man was trying to get in my home. All of a sudden I heard my daughter screaming. I ran down the hall and she was hiding her face in the pillow, screaming and crying, and said a man was watching me outside. "I'll hide you in my walls. Your body will never be found. I'll wear your skin as a suit. Your friends will like you more than they used to." She woke up to an unusual silence in their bedroom. She looked over as the thing that laid where her husband used to be rose from under the sheets. I have never seen anything like it, the way it screamed and crawled towards me. This thing is supposed to be my little brother. I'm all alone during a storm, when the power goes out. Lightning strikes and there is a man standing in my hallway with a knife. I woke up to the sound of screams and the feel of immense heat surrounding me. Sobbing as the torture began again, I remembered hell wasn't a made-up place. I kept calling my girlfriend the day they buried me. She wouldn't answer. My cat is asleep beside my computer, in his favorite spot. I've buried him 10 times. I've been scrubbing my hands now, non-stop, for weeks. The blood just won't come off. I woke up to the smell of copper in the air. I had done it again. I look at my clock. It's 3:15 as a rotting corpse pushes fingers into my stomach. I scream in relief. It's only a dream. Looking at my clock, it is 3:14 and my closet door creaks open. I see a face staring at me from my window. I live on the 3rd floor. As she finally drifted off to sleep, she felt the cold, bony fingers caress her body. She prayed it was just a dream. When she turned around, she saw her own self, dressed in different clothes. Her heart went into shock, and the other self gently helped her to the floor as she died. The cloven hoof prints were fresh. They were in sets of 2, staggered, like a man running. I got a haunted doll in the mail today. If only I could find where she ran off to. I hear my daughter cry, "Mommy, I'm so cold, please let me in." I shut the curtains, knowing she won't cry much longer in the snow. I open my front door to the frantic neighbor pounding on the door. To my horror, it was something that was wearing his skin. The stew I was eating was delicious, and I wanted to give my husband a taste. That's when I found his wedding ring in my bowl, still on his finger. Okay, so that's it for today. It was a little shorter than the last one, but I wanted to make these a little bit shorter because that was almost the end of how many I had. But I hope you enjoyed, and that you, if you haven't already, go check out the last few videos, and I'll see you next time.